Yeah, they're not large enough to do it.
So, bullseye shellac is what we use to seal blocks. Some people, after they carve their blocks, like to just, whether you're doing color or not, they like to take this 50-50 mixture of denatured alcohol and shellac and just paint it all over the block. And what that does is it plasticizes the wood surface, and you can get fat prints faster. And if you want to change colors, it's sealed and you can just wipe off the black ink and it'll print perfect white if you don't ever print it again. So you can go in with another color. It's always good to shellac. Some people shellac it before they carve, and it minimizes the splintering. I use a kind of wood that's finish grade, so it doesn't really, I don't need to do that. But when I go to another shop, they almost always shellac the block after I've carved.
Did you guys forget the denatured?
Yeah, we were going to say don't use it yet. We forgot denatured alcohol.
Where did this come from? Is this just straight shellac?
And ink.
Yeah.
The dye.
We almost forgot.
Put a little bit of that in there. It wouldn't. If you don't do that, it'll take longer to dry.
How much? Just a little.
2 shots worth.
Okay.
A little more. All right. He put dye in this to mimic the red marker, so you can see what he carves. Okay. And all you do. I love the smell of this shit. I'm telling you, if I had my choice, if I was like, okay, Tom, it's time for you to become an addict, I would be a huffer. I'd be one of those. Totally be a huffer. I love glue.
Nobody's
Glue.
stopping you.
Huh?
Nobody's stopping you from living your dream.
I know. How you doing? I'm living the dream. Airplane glue out of a sock. You guys even know what airplane glue is? For making models, those little plastic models.
Rubber cement.
Rubber cement.
What's that stuff from the litho that you love?
Lithotrene.
Lithotrene.
Oh my God, man! I'll let you guys smell some lithotrene here in a minute. It's awesome.
He's not kidding.
Lithotrene rules.
Show and smell.
Yeah, this is different.
Smells green. You know how something smells like a color? It smells green. This usually takes 2 coats. You let one dry. Missed a spot over here. Didn't want to screw up Javier's color block, because how do you say Huck's ripping us off in Spanish?
It's ripping us off.
Yeah, how do you say Huck is ripping us off in Spanish?
Está jodiéndonos.
It sounds terrible. Okay. He's going to let this dry for about an hour and come back and hit it with another one. And this will be good to go. And what you're going to do, you can wing it, or you can go in with white chalk and draw your highlights onto it. I'm going to carve it there. I do that. I go and say, just here, there, and I carve those marks out. Because there's so little that you have to do. You're going to have the color and the key on your side. Okay? If you didn't carve any highlights, it would look just like a colored tinted print. You still are going to read the image for what it was. You're just adding that little bit of extra punch to it. Highlights, as it were. clean this out because it'll dry up in an hour. Go clean it. And this will be fine to sit for a little bit until you're going to do the second coat.
Okay.
All right? 1 hour. And then it's ready to go. And that's it. Any questions?
What was the recipe again?
50-50. Denatured alcohol and Bullseye shellac. Bullseye brand. Check the bottom of the Bullseye can. It needs to be with the expiration date needs to be within a year of, because if you get older stuff, it'll take forever to dry.
And what's the best thing for the tent? For the color?
What is that dye that we use for that? You just put a little bit of it in there. It's the silkscreen dye, Ryanette red. You could put food coloring in there. I've mixed ink in there. You know. But this seems to work really well since we've been doing it like that.
And it only takes like a drop or two.
Yeah, a drop. Here you go.
And this is so you can wipe off the chiaroscuro color and then you can go back to black.
You could do whatever, you could change colors. This also, when you're carving it, keeps the ink from getting all over you that's on the,
Oh.
this seals it, okay?
Okay.
How many times how many different colors could you put? Just one? Like if you did like a different color highlight?
You could print it in as many colors as you want.
Never mind. I just answered my own question in my head.
Okay,
So, never mind.
thinking about ass.
It was such a muscular one.
I know, that's an ass. It was a good ass. Any other questions? Just make sense?
Yeah.
Do you use the back of the block?
No, those were separate blocks. Second blocks, and it was a pain in the butt. Those big like moving those things around wasn't like, oh, put it in there, you know. It was a big operation. Never again that big. Nope, done. I'm retired from doing prints that big. Okay, back to work.